So here is new writing for you to listen to. And as you learn what my true calendars are all about and how I am using the dates to correlate with my numbers while using Hezekiah, showing you through the correlation of my number, counting in the time period of entering the ark and waiting for the rain to start. As it pours down on the people who are not currently on my ark and who have not entered in yet, my timing for them to enter will all be perfect and pleasing. So now that I have you all here listening, today is a writing session through my messenger, Mandy, and I am speaking now and from the very beginning. I am Yeshua HaMashiach, who comes in the flesh, bled and died on the cross, and rose on the third day. And not only am I speaking now, I have been speaking this entire time. And I have been gearing everyone's heart to be on the same side. I have been showing symbolism through the group to try to get people on the right track, based on the true frequencies of the original flower grid from heaven, because that is where you all come from, and you have natural frequencies from heaven that I will be bringing back to all of you as you listen and let me guide you in all of these lessons. But because stubborn hearts and because people who want to continue to follow their own will and not mine, the group has not prospered as one together. But we are just now building everything. So you have to be patient and wait for my timing. And we are in the process of making everything come to fruition. And all of this will happen after the first part of the training has started and the fall has been completed. What I mean by completion is the people that are meant to go to the other side, they will leave and go to the other side. I will have a side where they have less frequencies to understand the true mysteries of heaven. I am explaining it to you now, because the people have decided to choose the other side after I have switched out the duplicated spirits to the worst duplicate of all, based on trauma on past realms and their environment that they had grown up in those realms. They are not going to recall this message, and they're not going to remember that the fall was coming. So until they cross over, we are giving them a chance to continue to build up the frequencies of the new people coming in. Now you have to understand it was all set up from the very beginning, and I transition things and I foreshadow things to show the beginning and the end. You will see why you were all chosen for these roles based on your own hearts and your own free will. Oh, it's a little mosquito. On your free hearts and your own free will and all your duplicates. As I keep switching you all out to train all duplicates, so when you finally change into your glorious bodies after it has manifested in the flesh, all your duplicates will come together, and then those duplicates will have their own identity playing the part full time. So you will have all your memories as you were on top of the double inherited spirit leading, just like they will as I lead with their true identity, as I switch you all out and bring you all together as one. So you are all playing parts based on the current rankings in the spiritual battle. And what all your duplicates have completed, and all the trials of tribulations they have gone through, keep going.
They all have gone through, and all that is leading up to the roles and positions you are all playing. The roles that I'm putting you all in, you are playing parts in my movie, and you all have acting positions to fill. Some of it is the roles you are playing and the positions you are fulfilling. And that's you guys too. You guys are in roles as well. You know, he has some people set up as mockers, playing the parts of mockers. He's getting out his gun.
My mosquito gun. It's my fly gun.
You became your own role, choosing your own position through the... Some of it is the roles you are playing and the positions you are fulfilling. And some of it, you became your own role, choosing your own position through the implementations of the cost of the spiritual battle. Through all the spiritual rankings, but not everything meets the eye. But you have to realize and understand, in the very beginning, a third of the angels fell. But half of heaven went with a third of the angels, and everybody had a choice to make. From the very beginning, whether or not they were going to follow, he looks so funny holding that gun, honey, going to follow the fallen duplicate spirit of Lucifer, or if they were going to stay in heaven and listen to the true Father speaking based on the true frequencies of heaven. Watch the video get cut and all I see is you, a gun.
You don't call the cops.
And
we're not evil. We're not to shoot nobody. It has salt in there. If anything, it flavors your food. Okay.
We get enough hate. Let's not stir up more.
So it's all right. Okay.
Okay, sorry. And everybody had a choice to make from the very beginning whether or not they were going to follow the fallen duplicate spirit of Lucifer, or if they were going to stay in heaven and listen to the true Father speaking based on the true frequencies of heaven. Or were they going to try and implement their own actions to become their own God, following the fallen spirit of Lucifer? As I was giving him a choice to stay in heaven and reign under me, I was also giving all of you a choice as well, to follow him or stay in the kingdom of heaven and follow me. I gave that choice to the fallen spirit and the duplicate of Lucifer, to have him make a choice to choose to be his own God in heaven under me and reign under me, or have dominion over the earth and be his own God alone, not reigning under anyone. And as I set up all of these things and these roles from the very beginning, based on all of your choosing in the spiritual battle from the implications of your heart, I designed it this way in the bylaws to keep your free will. That way, every decision you all had ever made based on your own will had everything to do with your heart and how you were planning on serving your Lord God in all the spiritual and physical battles in the heavenly and earthly realms. And just like him, you all had a choice to make a decision to follow your own will or mine. Just like the fallen spirit of Lucifer and all the ones who had the choice to follow their Lord God or be set up to follow a false god, who was leading and setting up all the fallen who followed him. He had a choice to live by that position I gave to him, or he had the option of ruling and not being under me or with the true God in heaven, being his own God, reigning under me to lead my earthly and heavenly kingdoms, reigning under me, or choose to be his own individual God, reigning under no one, as he chose to fall away, and the kingdom had a choice, just like Lucifer and the third of the angels had a choice. I always give you every choice to make, and I set you up either leading you down my narrow path of the true righteousness, or being clothed in unholy clothes, being unrighteous. You want to read? Okay.
Following the fallen
He gets bored.
following the fallen frequencies of the enemy and choosing to set your own self up, just like I set it up all in the beginning, so the fallen spirit of Lucifer could choose to be his own God, and he would make the decision to follow his creator, the one true Father from heaven. Or he could make the choice to lead his own path, never imagining what I had in store for him. So he could live that life being a righteous king, or he could choose to fall away and not believe anymore. By listening to the false frequencies of evil realm 44, and by giving him his own choice to be his own God and have domain over the earthly realms, to lead all the people following him. A choice was made to be their own God and have dominion over the earthly realms. Or were they going to try and actually listen to the true frequencies of the Father in heaven, who has created absolutely everything and constructed everything you are all seeing now?
So you see, really quick, that's what he does in the group, right? He gives us a choice. He gives us a choice to believe he's still speaking, or is he testing? Sorry, it's a bug. Or is he testing, with certain things that are contradicting, prophecies? And sometimes he gives people their hearts, and then they stop believing, and that's how they end up going to the other side, and that's how we end up being called cult leaders and all these other things, just because people didn't understand revelations that Jesus was giving.
Yep. Was he going to let pride get in his way and let the possession of Satan guide his true path? He had a choice to make, just like all of you have a choice to make now, whether or not to believe the true frequencies of the Father speaking from heaven, or you can fall away and stop believing, and just like that, they all had a choice to make. Just like you will have a choice to make. Now. Where's now at?
Just like all of you have a choice to make now. Whether or not to...
I was down here, okay. Whether or not to believe the true frequencies of the Father speaking from heaven, or you can fall away and stop believing, and just like that, they all have a choice to make. Just like you will have a choice to make. As you progress through this journey, and as I equip you and set you all up, transitioning you all into your roles, teaching you all things through my guidance as your perfect teacher, Yeshua HaMashiach, showing you what it's like to be true leaders.
I'm sure you just wanted that repeated again.
Yeah. Teaching all of my people and leading them to my true path of righteousness. And you will have all have a choice to make, whether or not you want my will, or whether or not you want to lead your own will, which is the same symbolism of trying to be your own God, following your own life, guiding and leading your own will, and your own way, not reigning under me and leading my kingdoms under me. And because of this, through your obstinate nature and stubborn hearts, and just like he displayed that fruit of character of not wanting to truly take the time and study everything and lay down the idols of this world and look at the lessons and look at the previous prophecies, because it is all written and the truth is all here. It is all there. It is your choice to see everything, just like it's your choice to be here or not. It is by your choice, by your own free will, whether or not you are going to keep believing that I am speaking, or am I going to lead you down your own path, following your own heart. You see, I set all things up because I am not only trying to strengthen you with patience, kindness, and endurance. I'm also trying to show you that I have been speaking this entire time. And I am giving the one and I am the one giving you all these true mysteries from heaven. So I need you to understand why the duplicated spirit of Lucifer was made. You see, I know the ending to every outcome, and and I always plan ahead and think ahead before I do any strategic move on the board. So your Father already knows what you are planning to do and what truly lies in your heart. And this is how I set everything into motion, having the plan already in play, letting you follow your own will or my will that I have for all of you. You're going to see all the plans I have for you and what all of this means as you are seeing things start. And as you are transitioning into your roles, you all are playing, you are going to see how it is all transgressing.
How it all is transgressing as I start. That's a tongue twister.
Okay. Into my beautiful masterpiece. Formulating my plan, switching out the spirits to the worst possible duplicate you have with the most trauma. And as you start to see the group change and you start to become aware of all the personality changes, you will know that the fall is here and why I had to set it all up this way. Because I'm training you all to be able to distinguish when the true Father of Heaven is speaking versus the false father. And now that you will be able to understand and discern between the difference, you will be able to show my children the difference as well.
I'll read a little now.
Okay, because
the devil's out to deceive many of you. He's been deceiving my children all along. And it is so easy to be caught up in the flesh and the physical battle and sway in the direction the wind blows by listening to people on the outside who do not understand these mysteries and these revelations. And as I'm giving them all to you, they are continuing to put negative frequencies inside your brain. And then after a while, because you're endorsing the listening of all these negative frequencies, you are actually adapting the frequencies yourself, and then you will start doubting. Because you see, the flesh is a very powerful thing, and you all are susceptible to the flesh and being guided by your true fleshly feelings, dismissing the true revelations from heaven, correlating it to everything, including the falling. And this is why I set everything up for testing, and I set my people up as well for every lesson that I'm teaching in the group. And I know the ones that are truly listening or just half listening, pretending to be on Zoom and just going through the motions. I'm always teaching you and setting you up to equip you for the knowledge that you need to complete all of the testing and for the training. The reason why he's having us read this, guys, is because Jesus is going to create many groups. He's going to use us all. And these are things that you have to look forward to as he's teaching you and training you in heaven to be an elder. And I will show you the true colors while you are going through this journey, testing you to the max, as I am purging and cleansing all hearts. And you all will have the choice to make to try and excel in this group, or you can do the bare minimum and stay here longer to catch up on all the lessons you have missed. And I teach you all of these things to strengthen you, to build you up, to build your character, so you can become witnesses, teaching all of my children through all of your stories. We are waking up the sleepers to my good news and teaching them the wineskin process and my true gospel, to thoroughly show them through all these teachings and these lessons that I'm now giving, so you can all become battle ready, because you are all defeating the real enemy here. When you step into your missions, it is no longer acting in a script and playing a part in a movie. Yes, you're still conducting my movie during the journey and making the parts, but during the movie, it becomes a reality. Because you are facing the real enemy. It will no longer just be acting and playing roles inside the group and training to get you ready for the real thing. As you step into the real thing, you are going to see the real enemy trying to take you down. And it all started from the very beginning when the duplicated spirit, the fallen one, wanted to be his own God. So I gave him a choice. He could reign under me in heaven, or he could continue to do his own will and be his own God. So remember, you all have choices, and I will never force anything on you. But your Father knows your heart. He knows when you're swaying with the wind in the direction it blows. He knows exactly what's happening on the other side. He knows it all because you can't hide anything from him. He knows everything, including all of your thoughts and all of your doubts. So he puts you in a certain role for his own purpose and his own glory behind all reasoning to get you where he needs you to be in your own heart. And he leads you this way so you make the decision yourself whether it will be the correct one or the wrong one. It will be the path that he is leading you on, based on your own hearts and all your characters that you are all playing and all of your duplicates. And just like the ones who beat the fall in the beginning when I gave you the choice, I'm also gearing you up now to defeat the fall in the very end, so you can make the correct choice and not let your duplicates fall as they come in. You all made choices from the very beginning, and when you decided to not follow the fallen spirit of Lucifer and not try.
And not try and become your own God, because you all recognize the true frequencies from heaven. You all recognize the Father's voice. Now, in giving you a chance to recognize my voice again, by putting you through all these testings and trials, and there's going to be many opportunities to be in this physical battle. So just because you have passed this first fall does not mean you will pass the others. So this is why you all have to continue working hard and not doubt that I am speaking, because my sheep know my voice, and my sheep know when I am speaking and when I am not. And now I am telling you, I am sounding the alarm and calling on the trumpets to sound my voice to my people. And when it is time, I will be transitioning my people into start training so they can become witnesses as well. As I am calling everyone home, so now as an elder, you also have that choice to make. You can continue to follow in my footsteps and down my path where I am leading all of you to receive all of these true mysteries from heaven, and leading you also to experience all these amazing blessings that I have for all my children, that I will be pouring out on all of you as you continue to pick up your cross and follow my will. Or you can stop lead your own life and see where it guides you.
Or you can stop believing,
lead your own life and see where it guides you.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm letting the chips fall where they may. It is all fair and just how I do things. But it is always ultimately your choice to be in whatever role you have chosen to be in. So now that I am teaching you all of these things, you are going to see how you were meant to truly reign under me while leading my kingdoms and my people. And while you are training to be kings and queens who are my elders, I am getting you all to the point of the complete max frequency you need to recognize my voice. So you will get the fundamental principles you all need.
So let me stop you really quick. So when he's saying that he has his first fruits and he has his elders, we all become elders.
Yeah.
Once we connect to the 144,000, the true flower grid in heaven, we become elders because we've now just trained to become his kings and queens. He's not just going to put us in a king and queen position and not be trained. So your first fruits until you do the training, and then you get sent back, you become his elders, and you start preaching the gospel, and you start waking up the nations, and that's how revivals are going to break out everywhere. And that is his plan to use all, which is why he created many heavens to do that, so people could, reign and rule all together.
Yeah.
He's so beautiful that way.
Yeah. Well, that's when duplicates, you guys want to believe in duplicate stuff, because if there was no duplicates, there would only be one heaven.
Yeah, it's true.
So duplicates is good. And so all of you can become ready to go on your missions based on your faith and obedience and working hard, completing all of my lessons and training, and never giving up through your perseverance of finishing this race, and understanding and completing all the testings and trials that I am giving all of you to teach you, and so you can all learn to be battle ready, so you can become the warriors that I know you all are, and the warriors that you have all been from the very beginning, when you all decided to listen to the true frequencies of heaven that was showing you the true path of righteousness, and recognizing the true voice of the Father from the very beginning, and training yourself from the very beginning not to listen to the false frequencies of Evil Realm 44. And now that I am leading you all down this path of true righteousness, it is always going to be your choice to make. Do you want to reign under your Lord God and guide and lead my kingdoms? Or do you wish to follow the footsteps of the fallen spirit of Lucifer, and be your own God. So walk with me down this path, children, and I will show you all things. And if you decide to agree to take down the evil with me and complete the battles, I will show you the world as I guide you all through your missions, to wake up all of my children, my sleepers in this sleep assimilation. That is putting all of my sheep asleep. I am the good shepherd. I am calling you home, and my true sheep hear my voice, and they know when their shepherd is calling them to do things. And as you recognize my voice and my true character throughout this journey, you will recognize my voice and whether or not it is the enemy trying to deceive you. And as I teach you all these things to show you how to distinguish whether or not I'm speaking the true Father from heaven versus the false father speaking from the pits of darkness, leading you to deception with trickery or deceit, you will come to recognize me and my true teachings. And as I show you all of my teachings, you are going to be done, ready to go on your missions and defeat the real enemy. And I will no longer be a character-based assignment. It will be the real thing. This is why it's important for you to know how to recognize the enemy and when your true Father speaking from heaven is speaking. And then when you complete your first part of training and more, I will show you all of these things and more to guide you all and equip you with the knowledge that you all need for your missions. To teach you and build you up, to build true fundamental principles through you so you can lead my people as I call them up. And I will not only strengthen you to help you continue to walk down this path of true obedience and faith, I will also help you teach them and help build their character and help them grow. While they are purging their own hearts and completing the wineskin process. So you are leading my people into the wineskin process. So it's important for you to follow all the things. To know all things so you can teach them all things just the way your true teacher taught you personally, who is speaking now.
And who was speaking from the very beginning? Your Father in heaven and the true Son of Yahweh. And as you do all of these things I'm showing you, I will open up my floodgates and pour down the blessings. And just like you are all making a choice now to be an elder, to serve me in my kingdom, and lead my people all over in this world, they will also have a choice as well to follow you into the recognition of the true frequencies of heaven, to recognize my voice thoroughly through you, just like you had to recognize my voice from the very beginning. And just like you also had a choice to make back then, they will have to make a choice now as well. Are you going to follow the fallen spirit of Lucifer, the fallen duplicate that I made of him, or are you going to recognize the true Father who was speaking this entire time? You see, I already know the beginning and the end, and to prepare you all for the end, I was setting everything up to lure evil in. And I made that duplicate of Lucifer because I know the beginning and the end. After all, I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, and everything is like a full circle with me. You're going to see as you progress in this journey how strategic I truly am. I'm setting everything up to have everything written on my timing and translating on my timing as well, because time matters and being punctual matters. I'm not only teaching you the fundamental principles of getting on the ark, I'm also showing you how important your character is. You see, your character is shown by the fruit of the Spirit, and if you are lacking in that good fruit, then that means you will be lacking in your character. And everybody wants to have a good character in someone's eyes. You all have your opinions of people, and rightfully so. But this is a fallen world, and that's why it's so important that you have to fight the flesh and continue to walk in the Spirit. I'm setting this all up now because I'm trying to show you your ways are not going to cut it by your own will, because my will is perfect for you all and my ways are higher than man's. And there's a reason that is so. You see, there's a process to everything, and just like there's a training process to crossing over into the light circle, there's also a training process from the light circle to get on the ark. Just because I pull you over into the light circle does not mean you are finished your training. It just means the first part of that completion of training is finished. As you can see, I still have my people in the light circle conducting everything, showing my people my true magnetism of love while keeping order in the group, and showing all of my mysteries to keep everything going. You see, I have different roles for all of you, just like I have different roles for them. Now, there are some that have finished the first part of the training, but they are in their separate group, and that is the angel group. That is the group that I call the guiders group, because they are here with the group, guiding them and teaching them things as well as I give them more things to bring to the table. You see, you're going to have your own missions. Every single one of you are training to do that. But you are also going to see in this journey that this journey is not easy, and many people fall away, whether they choose the world over my personal attention or not. Many of them, they just stop believing, and they really don't think that they are worthy themselves to receive the honor. But I want you to know you are all worthy of my love, and you are all worthy of being here. You just do not currently remember. And you're going to see that many of the duplicates that you have been, you all have a pattern, a different pattern of how you do things, and some duplicates have more trauma than the others. And there may be a time that I switch you out and you do not even realize that I've